Hey there everybody, I'm about to tell you how to play this game, brother. Can you dig it? Hey there everyone, welcome back to GameVine. My name is Dave, and today I'm going to be giving you a look at a game that is about to come out, but isn't out quite yet. Now this is WWE Legends Royal Rumble card game. Now, I have been a wrestling fan when I was younger. I have been watching it for the last, I would say, 10 years. Before that, I was hardcore into the Attitude Age, and a little bit before that, so I was a Hulkster. I did like Steve Austin and all those kind of people. So there is a nice mix of legends in here. I think a little bit of the newer ones sprinkled in, but not much. You're going to see a lot of the old school guys in here. But the iconic match, Royal Rumble, is a chaotic, quick match where you get to see pretty much all the superstars that are in the actual present day. And it was one of my favorite pay-per-views when I was growing up. So I need to play this game to see if it captures that fast pace, because it's going to have to. Now, a card game stands a chance of doing that. So let me go ahead and show you what comes in this box, and then I'll tell you how to play. Let's go. So here's what you get in the box of WWE Legends Royal Rumble card game. Quite simply, it's a card game, so you get a whole heaping of cards. Though you do get this shiny WWE token, very, very shiny. And you also do get oversized cards for the actual Legends. Yeah, those are much bigger. But yeah, they have two types of cards. Essentially, they all boil down to being moves, special moves, defense moves, ref cards, and just a bunch of things. The card quality is decent, actually. Yeah, it's decent. They're going to stand the test of time. And that's pretty much it. Now let's get over to the portion of the video where I show you how to play with these cards. Let's go. So this is a game set for 3 people, though I did play it with 2, and it's not supposed to be that way, but I did play it with my partner. It was pretty nice that way as well. But I did play it with 3, and this is how it's set up. Now, what you're going to be doing is getting everybody their legend and their corresponding finishing move, and then 6 cards for their hand, and then you're ready to go. Like I said in the intro, this game has to be fast enough because the Royal Rumble is a chaotic match. Now, what you're doing on your turn is the planning phase, then the reveal phase, then the attack and or defend phase, and then the end turn. And then you just keep doing that until at least one person is left standing, and that person is the winner of the Royal Rumble, brother. Now let's go over some of the cards. Now, the actual live art is not that bad, and normally I would be laughing at that, but they captured it, and the colors correspond to a lot of the attacks and slams, and the text is pretty easy to read. So the layout of the cards is actually pretty good. So on your planning phase, you get to pick one attack. Now, if you want to do that, you can put one boost on it, or you can just say, I'm going to pass, discard some cards from your hand, and then rest. Now, you can still be attacked, though you wouldn't be attacking. Now, let's say we are attacking. Now, we're going to play this attack, and then we're going to play this boost. Now, this is how much damage it does. As you can see, our legends have so much damage. Now, we're going to play these face down, and we're going to be pointing it at the person that we want to attack. Now, in a game like 3 or more, we can gang up on one person if we really want to, or we can divvy out the damage. But this is what you're going to be doing, and then once that is done, everybody reveals, and then you go by the speed. Now, the card breakdown has the speed here, and sometimes they won't have speed, but this is a speed of 5, and if I'm the fastest person, I get the initiative essentially, and then I get to attack. So let's say I attack Hulk Hogan. Now, he gets a chance to defend, but he doesn't have anything to defend with. There is some text on the card. If it's successful, if this hits, you may immediately play another strike. Well, let's say I have this other strike here, the clothesline. I'll go ahead and add this on, and then boom. Now I'm doing even more damage, and this has even more text. If the opponent has 5 or more damage, throw him over the rope, and that's how you eliminate people. And when you get eliminated, you will draw from the stack that has a designated number of legends, put him in front of you, get his special card, and keep playing until there are no more like that. But that's the amount of damage that I'm going to do to the Hulkster, and it kind of lines up pretty well. I like how that is designated there. But right now, he only has 4 damage, so he'd still be in the game. Razor Ramon and Hulk passed on this turn, and that is all that happened. Now, we can also do slams. These blue ones are normally moves that are pretty fast and have a speedy attack to it, and sometimes the boost can have speed. So let's say these guys, Razor Ramon plays this on Brett, and then this Hulkster is going to be playing the kick, and I am going to be a little trickster, and I'm trying to do this here. I'm going to do a power leg drop, and I'm going to hit him with a chair. Now this emblem right here is a dirty cheap shot, so when I do that, well, it's going to do a lot of damage, but I could be caught by the ref. Now if somebody plays this card when I play this cheap shot, because once I play the boost, it becomes essentially a cheap shot altogether, then it negates my attack and goes away, unless somebody distracts the ref. Well, if he has like a little defense card, then I distract the ref and I'm able to do that cheap shot on the Hulkster, and essentially that's going to do enough damage to knock his butt out. Now let's say me and Brett are right here, and we're doing some damage to each other. Now I'm going to play a defense. I'm going to take control. That cancels any attack, and this allows me to do my signature. See, you can't do your signature move unless a card says so, and now it's pretty powerful, and it most of the time does a little something. If this hits, your opponents must discard a block or throw over the rope. So I can do some super devastating moves on him if I'm able to parry and counter. So that's what we're going to be doing, playing all these cards. There are some cool ones here like the Intervene. This one lets me do the signature as well, finish him off. It lets me prematurely throw him over the rope. This one, hanging on, essentially just allows me hang on and try to keep the game going. But we'll be playing these cards on each other, some take that aspects, and then we'll be drawing up at the end of the turn phase, making sure we always have 6 cards in our hand at the start of the turn, and the last person standing is the winner. Now, if the two people that are left are out of the game at the same time, well, there's no winner, though you can brag about how many people you eliminated. That does say that in the rule book. But that's what this game is all about. Let me give you my thoughts and give this game a grade. Let's go. So that's how you play WWE Legends. Now this game gets a 74 for me, a solid rock game. Can you smell? It's a pretty good game. Now, the fast-paced nature is pretty much there. Now, I haven't played it with more than 3 people. I would love to play it with a larger number. Now, 10 people, I don't know how bloated it would get and how crazy of a match it would be when everybody's playing cards and you have to resolve so many different ones. It might get chaotic. But for I played a lot of 2-player, but I did play a few 3-player games. So with that, it did have a nice flow back and forth, a good defense, good like moves, and sometimes you just didn't have the cards to defend the special move getting done on you. You were going to get stunned no matter what, and sometimes you were going to take control and clothesline them over the rope. Now this has ample amount of opportunities to really get into the flavor of the theme, because if you are a wrestling fan, or if you've ever been a wrestling fan, you can make up these stories in your head. So when somebody's intervening, like the girlfriend, you've seen that before, so you have it pictured in your head, and you can see the other guy creeping up behind him and he's going to knock him in the head with a chair. That kind of stuff just gets me, at least, revved up. So even when playing this game, even though it was pretty speedy, there was some bit of lull, and it was nice to fill that lull with the entertaining kind of imaginary match of the Royal Rumble going on in my head. So that's why I got a solid grade. It's not a spectacular game, but it is a nice wrestling game. Any of these wrestling games that I've played in the past, like board games, have been cheesy. And the cover here, it is nice, but at first I kind of was like, oh man, this might be another cheesy wrestling game. No, it pulls it off. So if you are a wrestling fan and you like board games, this is a no-brainer. You gotta pick this up. And if you are just a board game or a card game fan and you like fast-paced, kind of take that type of games, you might like this one too. So thank you so much for joining me in today's review. Thank you so much, Ravensburger. This is a review copy from them, so I really do appreciate your support. You do help the channel grow. Now, Vine Nation, if you like this video, click like. If you dislike this video, click dislike, and let me know down in the comments below why you don't like it so I can improve in the videos in the future. But until the next time that I see you, I am Dave. Have a great rest of your day and a great time with all you play. I'm gonna put her in a headlock. Put her in a headlock. Oh no. Bye, everybody. Miko, it's time to go. Good girl, Miko.